Okay, so Williams maybe a reach. Nick Martin, possibly a bust. The Niners won't play him. We asked, and they're like, well, it's special teams and this and that. But it's not special teams. He's playing special teams. A bunch of linebackers have gotten injured, and they will not put Nick Martin on the field with the defense. They see him in practice every day. I mean, do you think? I mean, they must think he's a bust. Do you think he's a bust?
No, I don't. I mean, it's like if if this guy's a bust, well, what was D. Winters? D. Winters didn't look like Nick Martin looked in the preseason, in his rookie year preseason. He didn't do anything. D. Winters barely did anything as a rookie. And now people are like, I love D. Winters. D. Winters is great. So I do think Nick Martin needs a little bit of time, most likely. But I mean, the question has to be asked. Why is this guy? It's like the Niners are in a mode now where they clearly are only going to put him on the field if it's the last resort. I mean, if you're playing Luke Gifford and Curtis Robinson from scrimmage over your third round draft choice, I got to ask, is that third round draft choice a bust? Now, I personally don't think he is. He has 4.5 speed. He has enormous strength. He had 140 tackles. I do think he's a little overzealous. I think he might overrun some plays. I don't think he knows the defense as well as he's going to need to know the defense. But I sat down when we had that sit down with the coaches, Grant, when Johnny Holland, I was the only person sitting there. And we had a conversation for about 4 or 5 minutes about Nick Martin. And he said to me, and Johnny's not one to bloviate or BS. And he's like, well, all I can say is I've already seen enough. This kid's going to be a very, very good football player. When he's ready, he's going to be a very, very good football player. I said, why do you say that, Johnny? He's like, well, he's got unbelievable hustle and motor. He'll pursue plays on one side of the field. When he's on the other side of the field, he's got great hustle. He's got great instincts, great speed. And he said, once he gets used to our defense and learns exactly the way we want him to play it, he's going to be great. And I that's what I see as well. But there are people out there that are claiming that Nick Martin's a bust. And I think they have a little credibility right now because the Niners are treating him like he's a bust.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's my question. He can't get on the field whatsoever on defense. But Marquise Siegel played 100% of the snaps for the first 5 weeks of the season, even though offenses were picking on him. And the Niners were like, it's okay. We want to let him, go experience the lumps or whatever it is. Then you got Upton Stout, who makes some plays, but also gets picked on in coverage. And Niners don't seem to care. I mean, Michael Williams isn't making a ton of plays. Alfred Collins here and there. But you won't even put. So how bad does Nick Martin have to be right now to not even get on the field whatsoever? I mean, are they afraid that offenses are just going to put him in a blender? I mean, I would imagine if he is on the field, offenses would test him right away, run at him, throw at him, see what he can do. And maybe he would, in his first preseason game, to be fair,
he overran 4 or 5 plays.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he was a chicken with his head cut off. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was all over the place. He was running all over the place. He was getting places fast, but he was getting in the wrong places.
Mm-hmm. That being said, like, you watch Tatum Bethune, who's a good player. He's just so obviously limited. And it'd be interesting to see what Nick Martin could do if you let him play 2-3 games in a row. Because it seemed like during preseason he improved more than or as much as any rookie over those 3 games. And maybe be rough on the first game, but he does have like real traits. Like, he seems strong, fast, violent, explosive in ways that most of their linebackers aren't.
Yeah. I mean, I would just say to any Niner fan is don't overthink this. You saw him in the preseason. What do you think? Yeah. Is he raw? Is he new? Is it going to take some time? Is he going to make some mistakes as he's learning the defense? Sure. But you saw what he was. I mean, the guy's fast. He's explosive. He hits hard. He's sideline to sideline. He's pursuing like a madman. I mean, I would put him out there and send him at the quarterback, especially if you don't have anybody better to rush the quarterback. I mean, could you imagine Nick Martin on delayed blitzes running at the quarterback? I mean, you want to force the quarterback to get rid of the ball. Try that a couple times a game, but they're bringing them along slow. The Niners notoriously bring along their rookies slow to some degree, not always. Obviously, Connor Colby and Siegel played right away, but I think this guy can play. I'd be very, very surprised if Nick Martin became a bust. I mean, when you're that that fast, that strong, that productive at the college level, and then what, you're going to step into the NFL and make some impactful plays immediately in your first or second preseason game, but then you're going to be a bust after that. I don't buy it. I'm not buying it
It's
at
just
all. I think
interesting to
he's
me
good.
how eager the Niners have been to put Upton Stout on the field. 3rd round pick, up and down player, has good traits. They don't care what he does. He's staying out there. But Nick Martin gets the slow treatment. I guess we'll find out why eventually. Bill Kennedy says good trade, but first of several, I hope. Here.
Yeah,
Kenny Davis, $2. Thank you, Bill Kennedy. Again says, should a 1st round pick make an impact in year one? Now you could say that Mike Kelly is making an impact, but this wasn't like the 30th pick in the draft. This was 11. We're going to talk about Mr. 31 in a second. SRT Unk 415 says, so we traded for Robert Beal 2.0. That's just mean.
In fairness, Keon White has way better production than Robert Beal has ever had. I mean, Robert Beal, I don't even know what to say about Robert Beal. Robert Beal's big, fast, and doesn't produce.
Boxing Fan Times 4 says trade JJ, put CMC in the slot, play Jordan James. I like those ideas. Let's go one thing at a time, though.